Welcome again to Fantasy Corner, brought to you by CricFan in partnership with MyTeam11 and Sports Tiger, a one-of-a-kind fantasy cricket show in which we get two rival fans to do the impossible, which is to put their allegiances aside and join forces to create a combined Fantasy 11 that features players from both their respective nations while being ably guided by our in-house fantasy expert. Vedant, welcome to the show. We've got Sanath Prabhu from India joining us, and we also have Alvi Islam from Bangladesh. Sanath, Alvi, welcome to the show.
Hi guys.
Yeah, looking forward.
So we'll kick things off by taking a look at the combined Fantasy 11 picked by both Sanath as well as by Alvi. Of course, these are separate 11s picked by the two of them. So there were 6 names that Sanath and Alvi had in common, and those 6 names are Liton Das, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Shakib Al Hasan, Jasprit Bumrah and Kuldeep Yadav. But there were 5 names where they differed between each other. Sanath went with Shubman Gill, Ravindra Jadeja, Mehdi Hasan Miraz, Mohammad Siraj and Mustafizur Rahman, whereas Alvi went with Mushfiqur Rahim, Najmul Hussain Shanto, Hardik Pandya, R. Ashwin and Shoriful Islam. Vedant, your first impressions taking a look at both their respective 11s?
I think both 11s are looking good. Just a couple of things here and there. I'll start with Alvi this time. Alvi, I believe that you've picked Ravichandran Ashwin, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, I have.
I think playing of Ravichandran Ashwin in that game also is a big question for now, because India is still under the assumption that they want to go ahead with Shardul Thakur, and with the game in Pune, I believe that they will be a little tempted towards going with Shardul Thakur and not with Ravichandran Ashwin. So I believe that you should be doing that change in your Fantasy 11. I think speaking of Sanath, I believe that overall the team is coming out really well. Mustafizur Rahman, I believe that that is a pick that you should think again.
So let's kick things off with R.
Absolutely.
Ashwin.
I think a bowler like Ashwin, who's been doing as well as he has over the past, let's say, 12 years, with his experience, with his variations, with his carom balls, knuckleballs, and just his, I'd say, street smartness in general, I think he'd be a great addition to the 11.
Absolutely. See, I agree to that, but you need to agree to a fact that playing Ravichandran Ashwin in those conditions is not quite sure. Even when the skills are there, even when other things are there, as you rightly mentioned, he wouldn't be India's first choice. And if he's sitting out, as good as the player would be, he will still be getting 0 fantasy points.
So Sanath, you had Shubman Gill, Ravindra Jadeja, Mehdi Hasan Miraz, Siraj and Mustafizur Rahman. Why do you think very strongly that these 5, who are not a part of Alvi's list, should make the cut?
So first of all, when I made my 11, I considered the fact that the Pune track has always been a batting paradise. And I think that that's how the conditions would be, when the match plays out. So considering that, I have made a batting strong lineup. I mean, I got the top Indian batters in my lineup. And as for Shubman Gill, I think a big century is just around the corner for the talent he possesses and the batting paradise that Pune will turn out to be.
Since you are saying it will be a batting paradise, I believe that it will be more for the Indian players rather than the Bangladeshi players, and that's where the Indian batters will come out really all guns blazing, and I'm not quite sure if Mustafizur Rahman will be that good on that track.
I think just bouncing off your last point, Mustafizur Rahman, he's been in the worst form of his life for the past 2 years, I'd say. So Mustafiz is a massive red flag. He's not playing in my 11, no chance. Shoriful in the past 3-4 months has been unplayable, basically. He's getting the ball to swing both ways, in and out to the left-hander. He's getting his Yorkers right. He's getting his change of pace right. If you saw the England game, Shoriful basically started the collapse for England with 2 wickets back-to-back with Joss Butler and Liam Livingstone. So Shoriful, I think, has made really good improvements in the past couple months. And Shoriful definitely plays ahead of Mustafiz for me. I would play Liton Das, and I know Liton Das in how horrible form he is. And the Bangladeshi people were fed up with it. But to be honest, he's always had his best performances playing against India, be it the T20 World Cup last year or the Asia Cup in 2018 or even the bilateral series at home, which we beat India in. So Liton has always brought his A game against India. So against the run of play, against his recent form, I think Liton could be somebody who could surprise us in the India game.
And Sanath agrees with you as well. You know, Liton Das is a part of his side as well. Liton Das, I think he scored a half century so far in the tournament.
That's
and
correct.
he typically, ups his game against India. But don't forget that you guys can get involved as well. So send in your Fantasy 11 by connecting with us across all our social media platforms at CricFan TV. And check out our website, CricFan.com, for a chance to win some big and exciting prizes like a customized India jersey or a Samsung smartphone. I think given Vedant's pitch report saying that, Pune might not assist spin so much. Alvi, I think we could perhaps replace Ashwin with someone like a Siraj. Siraj is a part of Sanat's side as well. So I think we have one more common pick. So we could replace...
So the 6 turns into 7.
Now, Sanat, coming to you, after having heard Alvi's side of the story, would you like to make any changes to some of the differences that still remain?
I even gave it a thought that in place of Jadeja, you can probably have in Shanto. If Bangladesh bats first, whatever I have seen of him, he seems good. I mean, those playing conditions will definitely suit his batting style.
Brilliant. So Najmul Hussain Shanto, that's another common one. Vedant, the 3 differences that remain, would love for you to actually put on that guide hat of yours and guide both Sanat as well as Alvi.
I'm agreeing to Sanat more here, especially because I personally feel that Shubman Gill needs to score runs. So I believe that Sanat's choice is really good in terms of that, because he can score runs and he can put the other team under pressure.
I don't mind bringing in Shubman Gill for, let's say, somebody like a Hardik Pandya.
Brilliant. So Shubman comes in for Hardik in Alvi's side.
So Mushfiq Korea, he's got 250s and unbeaten against Afghanistan. So he's been probably our most consistent batsman in the past 3 games of the World Cup. So Mushfiqur definitely plays.
I think Mushfiqur Rahim seems to be a better choice in place of Mahmudullah.
And Vedant, I think now we're happy with the combined 11 that we have. And I think we can quickly recap the combined 11 decided in conjunction with Vedant by both Alvi as well as Sanat. And the combined 11 reads, we have Liton Das, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Shakib Al Hasan, Jasprit Bumrah, Kuldeep Yadav, Mohammad Siraj, Najmul Hussain Shanto, Shubman Gill, Mushfiqur Rahim, and Shoriful Islam. So that completes the combined 11, but of course we have a couple of pieces to the puzzle that is still missing, which is the captain as well as vice captain.
I think my captain and vice captain will still be the same. It's going to be Shubman Gill and Virat Kohli.
Alvi, now coming to you, your captain and vice captain picks.
I'm veering towards Shanto. He's got a big score coming, so I'd rather go with my vice captain with Shanto and my captain with Kuldeep Yadav.
I believe that I agree with the captain for Sanat, and the vice captain that Alvi ended up picking, I agree to that as well.
We have an agreement now, right? So Shubman Gill is the captain and Najmul Hussain Shanto is the vice captain. Jeez, guys, that was easy. I expected some more fireworks there. This is your opportunity to, put forth your opinions as well, however different they might be compared to the choices that Alvi as well as Sanat picked. So why don't we compare like the starting 11 that was picked by both our super fans against the starting 11 that Vedant would have gone with. Vedant, would love for you to walk us through your starting 11.
Okay, so I have 3 wicket keepers, Liton Das, Mushfiqur Rahim and KL Rahul. So I have 3 wicket keepers. I have 3 batters as well, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli and Shubman Gill. Then I have 3 all-rounders as well. One is Shakib Al Hasan, then Miraz, and then I have Hardik Pandya. So these are my 3 all-rounders. And then I have 2 bowlers, Jasprit Bumrah and Kuldeep Yadav, with captain being Shubman Gill and vice captain Shakib Al Hasan. I
think we ought to thank our 2 super fans, Alvi as well as Sanat, for joining us on the show. And a big thank you to our resident fantasy expert, Vedant Sharma. And in case you want to pick your combined fantasy team, then download the MyTeam11 app and get started playing. And of course, check out all our social media platforms as well. You can find us at CricFan TV and head over to our website CricFan.com for a chance to win some amazing prizes like Cricket 24 on PS5 and a brand new Samsung TV for you to play the game on. I'm your host Anubhav Jain. This was Fantasy Corner, and we'll be back again with another episode before India's next encounter. Until then, goodbye and thank you.